What is up, guys? HD here. Welcome back to Oxygen Not Included, where today we are going to continue doing good things to the colony. So, in the last episode, we fixed the food problem. We now have a very adequate amount of food to supply our duplicants with enough yummy yums to eat. Why did I call it yummy yums? I do not know, but we are not at any stress. We have brilliant food. We have 7 duplicants. Everything is going absolutely brilliantly, and everyone is a-okay. So I want to work a little bit more on the gas system that I started building in the last episode over here, and then we will probably do a little bit more towards the ranching. They're currently building the piping system that I want to build, which we changed the design of right towards the end of the last episode, because it was going to be this filtered gas that was going to come down and then do the thing, but we decided to make it the unfiltered gas. That way I can circulate things a little bit better and have that pumped all the way around to here. So I think my next goal is to try and get this more efficiently running, and I think to do that I'm going to need to build another one of those, but connect the hydrogen pump to the same pipe network. Am I making sense there? Probably not, I don't really know, but I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see and find out, aren't we? We've also got stuff down here that I will get ready to do soon. Is that bleach stone? Yes, okay, it's emitting chlorine. That's absolutely fine, because that's gonna clean stuff down there. There's a little bit of chlorine. The gases around here are crazy, I am fully aware. It's why I've made this more narrow, so it's a bit more controlled and not as many gases can pass through. There's still some mixture of like hydrogen and so on, but I mean that's gonna rise, it's gonna end up all the way at the top up here like some of it already has, so that is not a concern at all. I think we're at the point now where we are quite comfortably surviving. We have food. I just need to get a water recycling system on the go. And yeah, there's a lot I want to do, but a lot that doesn't need to be done immediately, which is why I am taking it somewhat slowly. I'm making sure I'm controlling it and everything is working just the way I intended it. Okay, so as well as getting most of the stuff that I just explained done in the last episode, we also started building this ladder back down to this cold biome here. Now this is where I'm planning on building my factory, because it's naturally cold there anyway, and we have a good supply of weasel wart. All I've got to do is be very careful not to let any of this area out, only because, well, there's obsidian there, and there's granite, and there's nitrolium, so I'm assuming it's some form of volcano. I'm not really too sure. We will uncover it at some point, but I want it to stay fairly cold in this area for now. Okay, so to control heat a little bit more, I'm getting them to move the oxygen diffusers down here, as well as the manual generator, but then I'm actually going to move the battery somewhere where I can control the heat a bit more efficiently. I might make a box that I put just weasel warts in, and a couple of batteries just to keep it cool down here. That way I can connect them all to a separate system, but then have them function as intended. So hopefully that ends up working. I'm not really too sure. They'll get this built and then I'll destroy the old one, because otherwise we won't have any oxygen being produced, and that is not ideal. So yeah, we'll welcome that. I should hurry up and get this battery place built. That would be ideal. That really would be, because I want jumbo batteries, and they're going to go here, here, and here. Oh, well, yeah, technically here and then here. Perfect. Perfectly perfect. We're going to have a bunch of batteries, and they're all going to be connected to their own separate systems, which will be quite nice, actually. It'll be quite nice indeed. So for now, we'll connect those up there, and then we will run... Actually, we'll run the wire up like that. Then we can do that, and then go across, and then just directly up to there. For now, that's temporary, but it'll work. It'll be all good and dandy. That way we can have heat from the batteries all in one area where I can focus weasel warts, and everything will be fine. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me indeed. Okay, so we're in a brilliant position where we can actually afford to get another duplicant. 1, we've got the food. 2, we're producing plenty of oxygen, and it's just gonna be awesome in general. Now, Chili Chilson here is going to be a very important addition to the colony, because they do quite a lot of stuff, but when they're overjoyed, they are super productive, which is just awesome. So, you know what? Print, welcome to the Quackers, Chili Chilson. Okay, right. first things first. I need to make you a bed. A temporary bed that can just go right up here next to the bed that's already there. We will build that at a priority 8, otherwise you'll be sleeping on the floor. Now I'm going to apply your skills and give you a hat. So, you aren't really fussed about what you do. That's always good in my eyes. Yes, that's always good. Okay, so I'm actually going to get you to be the operator, I think, because that will eventually lead to suit wearing. So, yeah, I'm going to get you to be the operator, because that's what you love to do, and then I will give you the improved tinkering hat. Sounds good to me. Okay, well, after their morning downtime and or bath time, they have a productive morning ahead of them. No stress already. Chili Chilson's been here a day and she already knows that you don't need to stress about anything, which is pretty awesome. Not gonna complain there. We've got another skill. Ooh, own a pair. Or I could get you to do exosuit wearing, or I could get you to do something else that could be kind of handy, which would be tidying, because that improves your strength. But I could also get you to do some other stuff, you know, like creativity, or cook, or be a farmer. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to get you to be a farmer, only because your morale is incredibly high. So, you definitely got the stuff in order to do that. Okay, so 3 days into the episode, not too shabby if you ask me. Not too shabby at all. They're going to build this battery soon, which will be awesome. They're going to build these ladders, build the pipe, deconstruct that, deconstruct the 2 pipes up here, provided they can actually reach them. I'm not actually sure. They must be able to. It doesn't say they can't, so I don't see why not. So I guess we just got to let them do their thing and hope for the best. Yay, they built a battery, and all the pipes, wires are built. Yeah, so now they've got to charge it. Perfect. Now they're charging up the battery and everything there is going to be hunky-dory. It's already a bit warm, but that's fine. We will work on that. That's going to be one of the main things we work on once we get down to the cold zone. Building lacks resources. Water cooler and algae to tear. Yeah, sure. Sure, it lacks resources, of course. Oh, no, buddy. You're going to drown. Unless they can breathe in water, I don't know. But he's down there and he's going to die. Oh, I didn't know he was trapped down there. Oh, that's cute. Yes, the fact he is trapped is cute. Yes, that's, yeah. Clearly. I'm clearly correct about that. Okay, well, oxygen's very breathable. That's good. There are little particles and bits and bobs around the area, but that was to be expected. Germs are under control, just set to this area pretty much. There's no germs anywhere else, to be fair, so that's pretty awesome. We've got some, what's this? Floral scent. Oh, zombie spores? You can get zombie spores? Well, that doesn't sound pleasant. That doesn't sound pleasant at all. It doesn't look like we've done a lot, but in technicality, we have. So, we have set up this system down here, ready to have weasel wards, so things will not get too hot, because it's already starting to get warm in there. And then, we do need a couple more weasel wards up here, as it's starting to get warm there as well, but we can sort that out. That won't be a problem, because we're at the stage where we really need to be careful of our heat. Because, of course, it could dissipate, and you don't really want that. Because everything's constantly trying to reach an equilibrium. So, eventually it'll get super hot, and then it'll get super cold. So, you want to kind of keep it in the middle, and try your best to keep it balanced. Which is easier said than done in a lot of cases. But, I think once we go down here, everything should be good. This is almost full. Okay. I've got to do something about that, because I don't want it to be full. quite easily said. So I'm actually going to get them to dig. We'll say that. That should be fine. They'll be able to do that because I'm going to put the ladder here. And that way we can make our way all the way down to there. Now the reason I'm going to do this is, 1, I'm going to make the pool bigger. And 2, I am going to make it so I can build a pump and everything down here without having to send my duplicants into an already filled pool of polluted water. Does that make sense? Because it should. Ah, yes, look at that oil on display. Of all things to display, I chose oil, because why not? Why not indeed? Oh, they're working on this. Perfect. Okay, so yes, this will block some of their path, but If I do that, it should be a bit better. I'm going to cancel the dig of that, only because the deodorizer's on it currently. And this will be ground, don't worry, it will be ground. I've got stuff to do before that happens. There is a lot of food poisoning in this water. Oh, Jesus. I knew there was a lot, but jeez. That'd be a lot. Like a lot. But you know what? That's absolutely fine. Why is that germy? Disinfect that, please. I'm not going to. I wonder why that's germy. It'll probably naturally die anyway, but still, it's a bit random. But okay. I guess we're just going to have to accept it. Hey, we successfully managed to capture the puffed prince. That's good. That's good. It's tame. Look, it's tame. Yay. That's good. That's very good. He is ours. Ha ha ha. That is very good. Glum. The crew is feeling down because its needs aren't being met. Well, I'm sorry. I know. We'll fix that shortly, okay? I mean, the piping system's all there ready for it to be working, but it's just not. Not yet. It will, but not yet. Okay, well, we have a little bit of an issue. See Sababa here? Oh, yeah, build it, build it, build it. Build it, and then get on out. Don't suffocate. Don't you dare suffocate. There we go. Jesus. Why do you do this to yourself? Why would you leave a gap in the ladders? I don't understand. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Okay, well, I'm quite happy to say that things are all going according to plan. We have plenty of food, everyone's happy, no one's stressed, germs are, as usual, under control. Everyone seems to be doing a-okay, which is awesome. It's exactly what we need. Our venting system's working perfectly. I will build another one of these at one point. I'm just trying to decide where to build it, because if I build it on the same sort of level, it seems a bit random to have it, whereas if I build it higher up, it might make a bit more sense. Even if I build it a bit lower, having one down here or something would probably make a bit more sense. I'm not really too sure though. I'm not sure yet anyway. So that will be something we work on in the future. We've also got our plumbing systems, which are all up and running perfectly now, which is awesome. And some of it is getting dumped out here because it's already, you know, full, and it is technically producing water, which is brilliant. It's exactly what we need, because then we can sterilize the water here and use it for some other means, which will be, well, excellent. So we got to work on that a little bit, but I need to put this in such a place that everything will work in the way that I want it. So one way to really efficiently kill germs, because currently they're increasing by the thousands. So the one way I know very efficiently to increase the germs is to put a heater in there. Now, I'm pretty sure this is in power. No, I might be wrong. There is something we can do. Might be in plumbing, actually. No, is it not in plumbing? There is something somewhere. It might be in refinement. No, I don't know where it is. Is it a station? No, it wouldn't be a station. It might be a utility. Yes, a liquid tepidizer. It warms large bodies of liquid. Now, you might think that's pretty much bad because germs thrive in heat. Well, if we warm it enough, they will actually start to boil and then create steam, and then it can be evaporated, and all the condensation can be used as clean water. There's my thinking. So these things are pretty big. Like they're pretty big, so we're gonna have to work on that, which isn't a problem at all. We just need to make sure we're doing it in a way that is best for us. So yeah, I've got a lot of work to do. Okay, so we're approaching the end of the cycle. Now, to make sure everything's in a grid-like pattern, because it would drive me mad if it wasn't, I've set up a little, like, line of trusty old tiles over here. I couldn't place one there, but it goes, like, right there, so it's still centered perfectly. It goes all the way down to this icy biome here, and perfectly lines up with this. Now, this is for tool. That is intentional. I have purposely done that to have a room that's big. Yes, speaking English with me. So, I am actually going to build a room down here, and this is where my factories are gonna be, because it's nice and cool in this area. We have a natural, trusty old insulator, which is going to be awesome. So all we need to do is make sure we don't dig that out, and everything should run as perfectly as it should. Okay, well, things are going rather well. I'm going to dig this bit out only because I want to make the pit a bit bigger. Not greatly bigger, but a little bit bigger. Only because things will be a little bit more efficient that way. Now, before we put any of the polluted water in here, is it worth me getting that Pacu out? Probably not, because this is going to be right next to the farm anyway, or the stables I should say, so maybe I should leave the Pacu in there and let it flood down when the water flood down on its own. Maybe. I don't know. I really do not have a clue. Guys, we are one cycle away from reaching cycle 100. And everything is still going absolutely brilliantly. And we've also got our system ready down here to do, well, what we need to do, really. So now I can deconstruct this, as we have a way to jump across without it. And then we can start building, well, some machines that will need a lot of power, but also produce a lot of heat. You know, like the petroleum generator, or, I don't know, maybe the metal refiner, wherever that is. It'll be in refinement. That kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, the metal refinery. Produces a lot of heat, but it'll be good down here. It'll be very good down here. Okay, oxygen is absolutely fine. We don't have much in here, but to be fair, this is going to be a pool for water. We don't have a lot in here either, but I think that's sort of the point, especially for this room here. I know it's currently filled with carbon dioxide, but hang on a minute, I've just noticed something. Where did my little lava things go? I had a whole bunch of them. Whoa, where'd they go? Did they fly off? Are they gone? I don't understand. We have a little bit of oil, but now they're gone. Huh, okay. I guess we're just gonna have to accept that. Why? Oh, it's got a little light on. I didn't know it did that. That's kind of cool. Okay, so now that we know that, well, now that we know it does that, okay, I don't know where the things are, but we have a little bit of crude oil, so what I'm actually going to do with that as well is I'm going to build a pit somewhere down here and have a bottle emptier for oil. That way we can put a liquid pump in there and use, I think it's in refinement, one of these uses oil to make crude oil into petroleum and natural gas. Then we can use the natural gas generator to make, I don't think I have it currently, but we can use that to make anything else, and we can use the petroleum to make plastic, and then we can do some pretty cool things. So hopefully the heat stays fairly controlled down here. I do know it's going to warm up, because obviously we're going to be using machines that do that, but I mean, at minus 30 degrees, it's going to take a little while before it does that. And if I keep a couple of weasel warts down here, it should help modulate the temperature a little bit. And whoa, this Pip is freezing cold. Pip, how are you so cold? How is the Pip so cold? Woohoo! Look how cold it is in that room. Oh, that's what I like to see. That is exactly what I wanted. That is exactly what I wanted. Hell yeah. That's a lot more efficient than this system up here. That is so perfect. That is so perfect. And I know I've only got one of the batteries running, so they're not all producing the same amounts of heat, but still. That is... whoo, that is awesome. That is very awesome. I'm very happy to see that. Okay, well, we've reached technically the end of cycle 99, which means the next cycle that we go to will be cycle 100. How crazy is that? How crazy is that? That is awesome. Don't get me wrong, it is awesomely awesome, but wow. And yes, I'm taking it rather slowly compared to what I would usually do, but to be fair, it's kind of working. It's working out for the best, I can assure you of that. It is most certainly working out for the best indeed. So I guess in the next episode, I will work on down here a bit more, get some more systems up and running, and then we can actually have some better materials and equipment and ways to do things. And while I'm down here, I might as well make a start to the cool steam vent system that I want to do, because obviously when I'm going to be producing metal and refined metals and everything, I will have the materials in order to build the things that I need to build here. I just need to get plastic manufacturing up and running, and then we will pretty much be good to go. We will have a brilliant source of power. Hey! And we got an achievement! What was the achievement? Reach cycle 100 with at least one living duplicate. Look at that! Turn of the century! Ha ha ha! Well then, I think on that note, I am going to leave that video here. Well, I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. I'm absolutely loving this at the moment, and to be fair, for the amount of playthroughs that I've done of this game, I'm doing quite well. I think the furthest I've ever made it, back before it had all these updates and new stuff that I'd not done before, was about cycle 150, so my goal of this series is to try and beat that, but for now, like I said, I am going to leave that video here. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know what you think of the video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!